show you. We start usually with a smoothie. So we've made a smoothie for today. And this is carrots, kale, blueberries, banana. We have some plant-based protein powder that has 0 sodium. And let's see, what else did I put in there? Ginger and turmeric. And usually we do a ginger and turmeric smoothie of some sort so that we can kind of get back to de-inflammation or anything that, because when you're not in your home environment, you're going to be eating foods. If you go to a restaurant, if you go anywhere else, if you're going on a cruise, you're not going to have control completely. So we kind of like to cleanse it out. The turmeric and the ginger is very helpful for that. So we go into having smoothies with a lot of ginger and turmeric. So I didn't have any soy yogurt, but I didn't have any soy yogurt in my fridge for this morning. And I didn't want to hack it like I showed you guys that I hack it on vacation. But I did leave a frozen one, which I forgot to take out because we got in super late last night. So I am thawing it. This is an experiment. I've never frozen my yogurt before, so I don't know how it's going to change the constitution or what it's going to be like. It's a complete experiment. I'm going to try and thaw it out and see how it goes, see if it works, because that means that I can leave it frozen for when I go on vacation and just pull one out the night that I get there. I wish I would have remembered yesterday. So a couple things that we do is to get the soy yogurt started, and right now it is 6 o'clock, so I know that if I start my Instant Pot, which I'm not going to be using for dinner tonight, I can go ahead and start it up, and I'm going to show you how quickly I make my soy yogurt. Oh, I forgot to get my jars. Let me get my jars. I use 3 12-ounce jars usually, and I'm just going to show you how easy. For those of you that don't have an Instant Pot, and for those of you that do, I'll give you something to laugh about. I refused to get this Instant Pot for years and years and years. My sister told me it was the best thing since sliced bread. My neighbor told me, and she's going to be laughing when she sees this, that it was the best thing since sliced bread. They told me all the recipes and everything I could do. I was not sold. We started Whole Foods and plant-based, and I bought one because I saw my sister use it in her Whole Foods plant-based lifestyle, but I only used it for this recipe, soy yogurt. So I have since now learned to do things with it because I'm one of those cooks that likes to have control, and I feel like with the Instant Pot I didn't, so I'm slowly coming around. 3 tablespoons of this, any plant-based yogurt. If you can get a purer one than what I did, this is a silk. It does have sugar in it, but we're only using it as a starter. That's why I'm not so strict about it with the starter. You can use a Kite Hill or another brand that might be a little bit better, less things in it. We're only using 3 tablespoons and an entire jug of Eden Soy milk. So we're going to be using Eden Soy 32 ounces. You can also use West Soy, or you can use Trader Joe's also has one that's pure, that's just soybeans and water. And we actually found one, I believe at Sprouts, that also was a completely different brand. I don't remember the name of it, but it was only soybeans and water. And the more protein, the creamier it's going to be. That's why I like Eden Soy now. I used to profess West Soy. Still like it, but Eden Soy is so much creamier. We even use it in our milk in the morning, in our coffee as the milk in the morning. And this is it. This is all you do. You take your container of 32 ounces and you're going to mix it with the 3 tablespoons. Now, if you don't have mason jars, you can pour this batter directly into your Instant Pot. And you can do the yogurt, 17 hours, yogurt setting, normal yogurt setting, 17 hours. I feel like it comes out softer that way. If I do it in the jars, it comes out a lot thicker, and it's going to be almost Greek yogurt consistency. For those of you that like it even thicker, go ahead and put it through one of the strainers. Amazon has a ton of strainers. They're like a basket. It's a very thin sieve, and it will strain it to super thick if that is you. That is not me. I like it Greek yogurt consistency. I don't need it to be paste-like. So this works for me. The jars get it thick enough for me. Plus, I don't like mess. I don't like washing. And so I'm going to take the shortcut, which is going to be make it directly in the mason jars, because when I do this, all I do is place them in, no water, no towels, no water in the bottom. Just don't do anything. Just put the jars in there and that's it. Take a regular pot lid. This is an Instant Pot glass lid. I don't use the pressurized one. You can take a regular pot lid and just lay it on top. Sometimes mine doesn't even lay completely on top because one of my jars might be a little taller. That's fine too. So I'm going to do yogurt, and I'm going to do, I already have it on 17 because that's what comes up, and that's it. That's it. That's my yogurt. Tomorrow morning, it will be ready. Then I'm going to put chia seeds in it tomorrow morning, and I'm going to have my soy chia yogurt for the rest of the week. One jar lasts me about 2 breakfasts, because I eat half a jar for breakfast with fruit and my homemade granola. I don't need to make my homemade granola. The recipe's on the page. It's also on the Instagram. It's also on YouTube, I believe. But I already had some. I took some with us in a Ziploc bag for our vacation. We were gone 2 weeks. So I took enough, but I still have some. This will be for my morning breakfast. I don't need to make any. For Jay's, we actually brought some mix back. We took some, on vacation, we took with us some whole rolled oats that were mixed with flax, hemp hearts, chia seeds, and cinnamon. So this batter right here is already all of it mixed up together. If, just for the benefit of you guys, I'm gonna keep this one and use it in a couple days when he goes through his jar. We usually make a jar this big. I think this is a 20, but let's see how many ounces this is. It says 24 maybe. I think it's, why don't these jars? It says 16 to here, so I'm thinking probably 24 to here. So this jar, it takes him a couple of days to go through this. So for the benefit of you guys who are watching how to make Jay's oatmeal, he basically puts, I'm going to mix it right up in here. So I have now I found this on Amazon. It's a super seed. It's got the mix of chia, flax, and hemp hearts. And I went ahead and got it for him. He makes his own oatmeal. I'm making it today. But I went ahead and got it for him because normally he pulls out the hemp heart container, the chia container, and the flax meal container, and then he puts them into his oatmeal. I figured this would be easier. It's already all in one. So I'm just going to put 2 scoops of it in here. Flax meal, and I'm going to toss it up. Flax meal and chia and hemp hearts, it all adds good saturated fat to your diet. It's also very filling. It's very nutritious. It's one of the saturated fats that you should not worry about. I'm going to put cinnamon in here, and I'm just going to shake it up as best as I can without making a mess. And then I'm going to put it in his jar, and if I need to, I'll put some more of the mix that we brought back from vacation. But here is his, I think it might be just right for his breakfast. We put this in the garbage. All right, I'm making kind of a mess here, but there we go. And then he fills it up kind of 2/3 of the way, 3/4 if you want to call it. We had a little bit of this milk left over. I'm going to use it up. And then I keep these Eden soy in my pantry. I usually keep, this one's empty too. I usually keep a case of them in my pantry. I buy them on Amazon. You don't have to put them in the fridge. They are non-refrigeratable until you open them. When you open them, then you do have to refrigerate it. So I kind of eyeball it, and then I take a knife, which is easier. Once it gets wet and you see that it kind of absorbed it, then you hit it with some more. And then you're going to just let it sit overnight. And tomorrow morning, the oats and everything will have bloomed, the chia and everything. So I just make sure that there's enough liquid to where it covers it and it's not too dry. And then he does too, and then the next day it's going to have absorbed that, and he usually takes half a jar and eats it for breakfast, and then he microwaves it. One time when I was making his, I accidentally microwaved my own soy yogurt because I poured out his oatmeal, and I do not recommend you microwaving soy yogurt. It was disgusting. I still ate it. Okay, so that is it. I'm going to see if it needs a little bit more. And that's it. Usually to the neck, and we are good. So I still have a little bit more here for coffee. We've got our soy yogurt going. And like I said, I put this superfood into the oatmeal, which is just the hemp hearts, chia, and flax meal all in one bag. I got it on Amazon for those of you that want to get it. It's just chia, flax meal, whole hemp hearts, and flax seeds. And so that's it. So now I'm going to put this, it's dirty, I'm going to put this in the fridge, and I'm going to show you guys my fridge. I'm also going to, I already did a inventory of my freezer to try to figure out what we had in there that I could pull out for a quick dinner tonight. And I have an enchilada, and I have lentillier, so I can make pasta, but frankly, I don't even want to get pots dirty. We're still on West Coast time, we're kind of like off center and trying to get back to things. So I'm just going to stick these 2 sweet potatoes because I had 3 sweet potatoes on the counter that I left covered nice and dark, and they didn't grow eyes or anything. So I'm going to sit here and put them in my Instant Pot, and I'm going to bake them, and in about 45 minutes, we're just going to have a sweet potato, and I already know that I do have things that I can stuff them with. So I have black-eyed peas that are already cooked, that are in the freezer. I can quickly thaw them. I have some frozen chopped kale. I can use the black-eyed peas. I can put some frozen chopped kale. I also have red rice, and I have edamame. I have a couple of other vegetables that I could put and stuff into the sweet potato, and we could have that tonight for dinner. So I'm going to show you guys what my fridge looks like when I come back from vacation. So I love leaving it clean. Oh, I'm going to show you guys this. You guys write me all the time on Messenger and comments and stuff like that, and I print them. So your words are always here for us, and we kind of rotate them around. And if you guys have written something to us that's inspirational to us, we have a stack of them, and we just kind of rotate them, and we stop and read, and it just keeps us going. It keeps us honest. So, and we also have little quotes here that have helped us through our journey. Jay's favorite quote that got him going through the first couple of months was this one: if you don't make time for your wellness, you're going to be forced to make time for your illness. And you have to really take time and read it again, because we are trying to strive to retirement and enjoy, and that is what the United States kind of mentality is. We work towards our retirement, and we don't remember that if we don't also work on ourselves, we're not going to make it there healthy. So fitness is a slow process, so don't quit. Just keep going. It doesn't matter how much you exercise, just try to keep moving. That's why I said, did you get moving today? And we prescribe pills and procedures, and what we should be prescribing is, sprouts, sweat, and sleep. That's from Dr. B. He is a great resource for when you're having a colonoscopy. He has great information on what to do for that. And then just some quotes that inspire us. So let me show you how I keep my fridge during vacation. So I clean it out. We try to go through everything before we go on vacation. When it starts beeping, I'll have to. So let me show you down here. And I still have to go through this bread and make sure it's not molded. It's an Ezekiel raisin bread. I have my miso paste tofus that are not expired because they're Tetra packed, and I have tempeh, and I have silken tofu. This is one of our treats. We only use this sparingly because it is a plant-based Trader Joe's ground meat, and you guys saw me use it the other day with the tacos, and we did buy it when we were out west, and I made tacos with it and walnuts and mushrooms, and I mixed it, and it comes out delicious. But it is something that we use sparingly, but I keep them in here. They're Tetra Pak, so their expiration date is a long time from now, but they are plant-based. They have sodium, they have saturated fat, so you have to be mindful about them. Tempeh, and then I had some carrots, and I have some bamboo shoots and things that are Tetra Pak there. I only had 2 apples. I have some of my fermented foods, which are really good for your gut and coming back. So I have some daikon radish, shallots, and my kimchi. That is also a treat that we sometimes use in our smoothies. It's a stevia lemonade. It's processed, so I don't love to use it, but we do use it sometimes. Then I have a vegetable broth that has 0 sodium. I have some coconut water with no other added ingredients. And then it's empty. So I'm going to go to the grocery store. I might do a video while I go through and show you how I shop and what I buy for, if that interests you guys. And I'll try to make a post about it. Up there, Jay just went to one of our close grocery stores, and he just got me 2 starter yogurts so that I could do for my soy yogurt. So that is it, guys. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to have my smoothie. I'm going to keep working on unpacking and doing the things that I have to do, but I want to let you guys, I want to say this to you. My priority was not unpacking. Jay sometimes goes into, we have to unpack, we have to. That is not my priority. My priority is resetting. We just went on vacation, and we did great on vacation because we stayed at an Airbnb. We made it good for us. We made it healthy for us. Did we enjoy? Yes. Did we go out and enjoy food? And did we have drinks that we wanted to have? Yes. Did we debauchery? No. How did we debauchery? We danced. So that's the extent of our debauchery, is going into nature and hiking our little lives out and dancing our little lives out. And the debauchery that we did was staying out too late dancing. But it's movement. So it doesn't matter how you like to move, whether you like to kayak or you like to run or you like to walk or you like to any activity, even dancing, even going out dancing, make it an activity. And when we go out dancing, and if we're just sitting there, we remind ourselves, no, we came here to dance. So we actively move. We even went to a concert where we were standing up and we were actively moving and dancing at the concert. So the priority is getting back to our whole foods, plant-based lifestyle in the percentage that we do it at, now that we are home, because you want to get right back and not falter and go back into the ways that you might have been living before. So this was my priority. I will deal with the unpacking later. So the grocery shopping, getting all of our clean foods in the house, fresh clean foods in the house, and then resetting with our smoothies with ginger and turmeric and fruits and vegetables. My smoothie has kale in it. It's delicious, even with the kale. It just looks like a creamy, smooth deliciousness, and I put soy milk in this one so that it's really creamy. So resetting our bodies and taking control back. So you should always be in control of your body, and you should be in control of what you put in it, even when you're on vacation. But the cleanup of when you're outside in the world and you don't have control over the restaurants, over the sodium and the oil, even though you might tell them no sodium, no oil, and you might make the best choices, it is not the clean living that you're living at home. So I'll leave you guys with that. If you guys have any questions, put them in the comment section. If not, I'm going to go ahead and leave you and clean up. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Bye, foodies.